I was privileged to meet a few of the first-time attendees. I admittedly did not get here till noon today. Remind me how many first-time attendees? 40? Raise your hands. Yeah, a lot. 47, did I hear? 42. 42, wow. 50. I only bid on sheep. All right, that's another story. I can't resist at this point sharing some lasting impressions from my first CCA Institute. And it was circa 1993, and it was Monterey, California. Who was there?
My first one too.
I know, you're in my speech. All right. In Monterey, I met a brand new CCA member. You had just gone to work for Calcutta. There you go. Wow. I met Mark Bagby. I attended a bridal shower for Donna Abernathy. Wow. I witnessed dear friend Lonnie Jordan receive the Michael Grasnick Award. And I met this big guy with a radio voice, David Sheets, who was the immediate past Grasnick winner. You gave Lonnie the award, correct? Yes. He professed to enjoying the best CCA Institute ever because he was married to Sue days before the Institute in that area, right?
In Monterey.
In Monterey, very cool. More than 20 years later, Mark and Don and Lonnie and so many that were there are my dearest friends, truly. And they're all past recipients, those I just mentioned, of CCA's prestigious H.E. Klinefelter Award. And David, this evening, I'm privileged to present the 2014 Klinefelter Award to you, but you have to sit for a while and listen. All right. Now we're breaking tradition. We're revealing the winner at the beginning of the speech, and that's because David's CEO, Terry Joe, thought it best that he knew what was coming to be sure he was coming to the CCA Institute. So, you know, sometimes you got to do it. With apologies to those who resist movie analogies, it's nearly impossible to describe David without a movie analogy. Think about the movie Hoosiers, what some deem the best sports flick ever made. Now think small town, hometown hero, and of course Indiana basketball. And that's David Sheets of Rush Shelby Energy. He may just be the quintessential Indiana Hoosier, a player, a coach, and yes, a referee. During more than 30 years as a franchise player in Cooperative Communications, his statistics align with those Klinefelter recipients who have gone before him. In 1982, David became the first full-time communications specialist for an electric distribution co-op in Indiana. 3 years later, he was a member of the first class to earn the Certified Rural Electric Communicator designation. And we learned that in '92, CCA presented him with the Michael Grasnick Award. Today, he is seated at Rush Shelby Energy Senior Management table. There he continues to elevate communications to a place of importance within the 15,000 member electric co-op that serves 9 East Central Indiana counties. When Terry Jobe, who I mentioned is the CEO, was named Rush Shelby President and CEO, his first move was naming David the Cooperative Senior Vice President. And to quote, he said, "I wanted his experience and knowledge available to me and my board at all times. I am a man of numbers who understands the value of working with a man of words." That's a powerful quote. Perhaps the Jobe Sheets combination is exactly what Hoosier star Jimmy Chitwood, if any of you have seen the movie, thought when uttering the famous quote, "I play, coach stays, he goes, I go." Yes, Terry penned one of the many letters supporting David's Klinefelter Award nomination. A common theme in each of those letters was David's ability to communicate to a wide variety of people in a clear and concise manner. His responsibilities include media relations, communications, coordinating the co-op's annual meeting for more than 20 years. He supervises employees responsible for member services, marketing, advertising, information technology. He's just getting more respect in my book. As editor of a monthly member newsletter, David leads a team that has been honored with numerous national communications and publication awards. But the comments in David's nomination letters quickly turned to his mentoring ways. He moved from player to coach. Most attribute him with writing the co-op communications playbook for his home state of Indiana. Dave set the bar high for those of us who joined the co-op communication business after him, says John English, retired manager of corporate relations for Noble Rural Electric Co-op of Albion, Indiana. His shadow of success has spread to many of us in the rural electric communications business here in Indiana and elsewhere. The passion he shows for his work is equaled by contributions to his community, says Don Abernathy. He truly embodies the co-op principle of caring for community. She offers 2 examples to back that claim, including his work as a clown and a high school official. He is a frequent entertainer at a children's hospital. And though David's 6 foot a lot stature, I don't know. Mark made me thought you were 6 foot 13 inches. Get it? All right. Lends itself to Hoosier lore. You opt for jerseys emblazoned with black and white. And if I got my stat right, you are in your 40th season? Wow. As an official. That's amazing. Currently working basketball, football, and volleyball games in Indiana. Yeah. His officiating experience includes decades of state tournaments as well as working at state championship finals. Player, coach, referee, all characteristics of the quintessential Hoosier and a top co-op communicator. But before you come up, we want to recognize the Klinefelter Award recipients who have gone before you. And I'm going to try really hard not to miss anyone in the room. They include Mark Bagby, stand Mark and stay standing, Donna Abernathy, Lita Mock, Greg Brooks, Dan Campbell, Jim Rodenberg, Paul Westland. Is there anyone that we missed? Why don't you all stay standing as, this will come in handy for me too. Whoa, here we go. Come on up, David.
Let me see if I can stand.
Don't bang your head.
This being superhero, I'm really glad that we did know, because I would have worn my Incredible Hulk outfit tonight. Congratulations and welcome to the Grasnick family. And I felt the same way when I was handed the Grasnick Award. I thought, now I need to earn this. Somebody has given this to me. I think back to Don Tyndall, J.C. Brown, Forrest Bradley. Some of you new folks, when you go look on the website, you really have to go back like to the 60s and 70s, I'm sorry. And thought, how on earth do those people do this so well? How can I work in an industry like them? Well, part of the reason I learned is an organization like CCA, where I can work with many of the people that you saw here and folks like yourselves. It keeps us veterans young, having the communicators come in. I do have to say this will be the second best thing I've ever taken home from an institute. I want to introduce my wife, Susan. We actually were married in Monterey in the Pacific Ocean at low tide 3 days before the Institute. We always consider the Institute our anniversary, even though that was in July back then. Thank you to CCA for making me better. Thank you to CCA for giving me the opportunity to get better and to learn from so many of you. $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 would not pay Mark and Donna and Cheryl, Paul, Dan, others for the lessons I've learned from them. And hopefully in some small way I can continue to come back to CCA Institutes and hopefully share with some of you. One of the things that I was fortunate to do in my life was to be an FFA state officer. And of course we did lots of banquet speeches. So it's been 40 years ago I learned a poem. I'm not going to bore you with the whole poem, but I have carried it with me my whole life, and I don't ever feel it has been more correct and more timely. The end of the poem is, with legs to take me where I go, and eyes to see the sunset's glow, and ears to hear what I should know, and a life in the cooperative, a chance to learn and earn and serve and grow. Oh God, forgive me when I whine. I'm blessed indeed. The world is mine. Thank you very much.